Oh, I'm recording. Okay. All right, so I'm in here. This video is for investors. So, what I usually show and what I feel like I specialize in working with is 3 minute chart. That's what I really like to do, and I'd like to do Euro USD. But I'm also wanting to say that Touche indicator works for any time frame and any currency pair that you may use, whether it be crypto, forex, commodities, like whatever you stocks, whatever has a chart. It's for charts. Like whatever it is, you can use it. There's going to be some adjustment needed, of course, because every currency pair is a little bit different. So that is why I highly suggest sticking with one currency pair in one time frame, which is Euro USD 3 minute. But as I said, you can use Touche indicator and see how it is working with your adjustments, see how it is working for the other ones, and if you like it, work with it. So I use a Touche indicator with Bitcoin, and I want to show you how powerful it even is with that. All right, let's look at it. Where is it at? Okay. So we're going to go all the way back to 2013. And we're going to wait until we have an indicator saying it's going to either go up or down. This one has little information until after the first push up, so we're not going to go with that. So let's see, the first time I got something was 2018. And Touche will always give you some sample trades to take. So if we would have put our stop loss right here, of course we would have hit stop loss, but we are making our investment safe. We're not just throwing it in there and keeping it forever. So we could have took our investment out and tried again at a better time, which I have here. This is another one that could have been taken, very strong stop loss, and let's see what happened. Remind you, this is 2018 and it pushed up. I think this is like a 9-to-1 ratio. But look how far, before it even hit stop loss, it jumped. If we would have got in here in 2018 at around 3,000, we could have stayed in that trade until we hit that high in 2021, which was 68,000. You see what I'm saying? Even here, if we would have just allowed that pump to go up, we could have got out and made a significant amount of money. All right, and so we have another indicator saying that something's going to happen. And so this entry here was just guessing that it would have gone down. But remember, this is telling it it's either going to go up or down. So I have sample trades of if it went down. You can make your decision and even take it up. So yes, it hit stop loss here, and that would have been a good idea to reverse that and take a long, because it would have significantly went up. Okay, so what was that? 2020. Yes, we remember 2020. Things just it went insane. So if you had this indicator back in 2020, something would have said, hey, something's about to happen in August of 2020. It would have already shown you that a push was going to be made. So let's see when the next signal is. This happened, price went down. Okay, we got another one, May 2022. That's when a signal said something else. Hey, investors, because this is for investors since we're working with the 1-day time frame. Hey, investors, now is a good time to go ahead and start making investments in Bitcoin. So we have example of if we would have, because it went down, it went from 67 and now we're down to 24. It's saying, hey, maybe it's a good time to go ahead and start buying. So this is as saying go ahead and buy, but if it goes, go ahead and buy at 29 or 28,000. But if it goes down to 24, 25, go ahead and get out and try again at a better position. So that's what happened here. We have that happening. We could have easily, because this is such an ideal spot. You can take that long, or you can go ahead and take a short to either recover what you lost from your long investment, or just say, okay, I'm assuming that it will push down even further significantly. So yes, it did go down a little bit. If we look back at that long, we tried to come in again at around 21, and I have a stop loss at 17. So okay, we're going to see if it pushes up again, and if it goes down to 17,000, we'll get out and try again. See what happened. Okay, it actually did hit stop loss. It went below that 17 stop loss mark and even touched back down. So because we have good stop losses, we're not losing a lot of money because of these trades. We're taking that money out and trying at a better time. So let's look at this one. Coming back again. When was this? May of 2022. So remember, investments take much longer, but you can leave it in a lot longer as well. So we would have got in right here, and what is this, around 17,000, and got out when it came to about 15 to see if it does push up, and lo and behold, that's when everything started going crazy. So we knew, even though the indicator was telling us in May something was going to happen, because it's an investment, it does take a while for it to actually play out. But look how early that signal was. So we push up. I'm taking us out at a 9-to-1 ratio, but look how you could have stayed in for much longer. We reached a high of $124,000 before it ever went to that stop loss. So I mean, it's up to you how long you keep your investment in there. Yeah. But as you know, you guys, I'm glad we're here, because you remember that was just in October that we reached that all-time high of 125, and we have dropped already. So here we go again. We have that signal that's saying something is getting ready to happen. Do we know if it's going to go up or down? No, we don't. This could still go down, and when it does, it will go down significantly. Or it can go up significantly. But yes, we are at the indicator as of November 2025. We received an indicator that things are getting ready to make some moves. So my suggestion I have here is, assuming that it will go up, I placed a stop loss at 80,000, so I got in at around 90. It did hit the stop loss because it did go down, but remember, we could have easily, because this is such an ideal spot, we could have taken that long, and also right around here we could have got in on a short and got back in on a short to really say, okay, this may actually go down pretty low. But yes, here we are. We're at the current February 15, 2026. That is today's date that I'm making this video. So right now what we're doing is waiting for another opportunity to push up again. Right now we do not have that. That is why our indicator is so important. We don't just jump in just because. We wait for the signal to say, okay, it's time to see if a long entry or a short entry would be ideal. So yeah, right now it is a good time to do nothing but wait for the next signal to go long. I would have had a short entry in by now. I would have put it in about right here. I would have made one right here and had a stop loss here, and if it did hit stop loss, I would have put another one in. So, and let's I already have, remember, I'm using the counter trend and the trend when I send you this indicator. let's see what. Okay, yeah, so we got a short and we're stopping. So once it comes to about 98, we're going to get out of that. But right now it's saying, okay, we're going to keep going short. Yeah, because, all right, yeah, there was also, I assumed that there would be a short, but I had a really strong stop and it did hit stop loss, just barely it touched it. So it got it out of that entry and tried again for the next short. And so we're back in there. And as soon as that short happened, we went down from 78,000 down to 60. So it is showing that it's going to go down a little bit more. We don't have anything telling us to come back in for a long. So yeah, this is how powerful this indicator is. It's helping you make your decisions on taking long or short entries. So yeah, there's a lot of noise out there saying it's going to go up, and you get to take advantage of it, but also remove yourself when it doesn't go that way. You get to also, as I'm showing here, take advantage of the right time to take that short. So yes, that is where we are. Remember, 2022 was the last time something was saying it's push is getting ready to happen. So 2022 was the last one, and here we are, 2025. So 3 years later, if you're an investor, that's why even investors have an advantage of using this indicator. Even investors. So yeah, it is now time. So pay attention, because you already know there's a lot of news going on. You hear it in the news. And yes, this is the time to start looking into your investments when it comes to this. So that is my view and how you can use the Touche indicator to help you in your trading and investing. And yeah, that's all I have for you. Thanks.